For those of you that didn't make it, I'm so proud of us. Exactly. Very good. All good news this week in early childhood education. I love that. So ECE 113, Creative Art, Movement, and Expression. We are in week 4, our final week. You guys are still doing a fantastic job with your assignments. I'm a little behind. Let me get caught up on grading. Hopefully I'll be able to do that tomorrow. Some of our announcements, everything is due by this Sunday, November 1st, by midnight. So any late work needs to be turned in. Of course, your week 4 work and also your final project. So you'll be submitting your activity cards by Sunday at midnight. And Monday, we'll begin a new course for, I think, everybody except Lauren. Where did October go? I agree, sir. It really flew by. It really did. So our next class starting Monday is ECE 113 or 115, Family, Community, and Early Education. So by Monday morning, the new assignments will go up. We'll follow the same format that we normally do. I like to keep things pretty much the same so that you know what to expect in the next course. I don't want you being confused, and I want you to be able to do this right and achieve those great grades. I wanted to take a quick moment to go over the activity card example really quick, just so that you guys know for sure that you are doing it right. So remember our activity cards, and let me find my pointer again. I think I'll use, since I'm cold, I'm going to use the sunshine tonight to help warm me up. Okay, be sure you have the name of your activity in the top center. You're going to put what number card it is, and remember we'll have 25 total. I would love if you would sort of keep them in the same order as on the grading rubric. So I believe that's keeping the age group activities together. You're going to say if it's an outdoor and what grade level it's for, or if it's indoor. You're going to add your objectives and just think about the activity and what children might learn from it. Be sure to put a list of materials. For example, if it's an art project, you want to be sure and put everything that you would need to complete that activity. Be sure and list everything. The length of time it's going to take. The source, where did you find the activity? If it wasn't the website, you can always list. Some people will use activities from the book. And you probably noticed in week 4, under the media section, there are lots of resources for activities. So you're welcome to use any of them as well. Then you're going to give an overview how to do the activity, step by step, and very last, you want an assessment. And remember, you're going to be doing these in PowerPoint or Google Docs, so it needs to be like a slide presentation. And I just want to give you a heads up in case you choose a slide theme with pictures. And here's an example, because we've got the crayon in the upper right-hand corner, and down here we've got crayons in the lower left-hand corner. I have to tell you, I had to move the format around a little bit to get this to fit on the cold card so that it would read correctly. So you may not want to pick something that's that graphic. Maybe you want to pick a slide that's colors instead of actual pictures sometimes, because sometimes that can work against you and cause you to have to spend even more time getting it to look right. So tonight, we're going to go over a little bit about how to teach children's art, because we've been talking about creative art and expression, and I love grading the Pinterest assignments, and I cannot wait to see what you come up with this week for multicultural activities, because there's some really amazing ones out there. In fact, I like to pin a few things on the board that I have on my Pinterest page as examples, of course, things that you could use. But whenever I typed in multicultural activities and multicultural preschool, I got so many that I had to make myself stop pinning, or I would have too many up for you guys. So I don't want to make it too easy for you, but I want to give you some examples. So there's lots out there. I love it. So how to teach art for children. First of all, why is it important? Social and emotionally, it's very therapeutic. It can be an expression of strong feeling. And I know you've seen it on Facebook. I know you've seen it on Pinterest. But I'm seeing it more and more. The adult coloring pages that are out there. Some really beautiful ones. And they're saying that that can help adults with stress management. So if you're stressed out in your life, you probably need to go get an adult coloring book. Yes? Okay. And a new box of crayons, because you know how much we love getting a new box of crayons. So it's therapeutic. It allows choices, and it's very important for children to have these choices. Especially when you get into what they call the terrible twos. They're not always terrible, but a great time to offer choices is in the twos to help decrease their anxiety. So instead of telling them what to wear, give them a choice of two different things. Wherever you're wanting to really be chosen, if you'll list that second, it increases the chances of choosing that. So you might also allow them a choice of art or have a variety of supplies ready for them. It gives them a sense of pride and accomplishment. And what if they ask you to do it for them? What would you say? No, I think it's a good idea that you do this, right? We don't want to do their art for them. Now, I did see a great thing. I think one of you guys did, in fact, and then I posted it to my Facebook page. Yes, definitely with that. I understand that, Sarah. So, somebody sent back and forth drawing, and I love that. So I sent it up on my Facebook page, and it's where an adult and a child take turns adding details to a painting or to a drawing. So let the child go first and begin the process, and then maybe they color for 30 seconds or something, and then you take over and add design to it. So it's a way to bond together. Oh, you do it for journaling, writing back and forth. Oh, I love that. That's a great idea. Yes, I love that. That's great. So, before they can journal, you could do it with drawing as well. Fantastic. Okay, intellectual development with art, awareness, appreciation of beauty. We talked about the idea of teaching aesthetics in one of our discussion boards. Art is a record of growth and the child's unique way of relating to the world. A lot of you probably save examples of artwork from when your kids were younger. And if you were like me when they were in their 2s and 3s and 4s, you just want to save everything. But sometimes you have to narrow it down. And sometimes you have to keep it for a while and then decide, okay, I'm going to keep 5 things from the time they were 3 or something like that. They get hard to store after a while. Sensory experiences help with intellectual development, working with Play-Doh, working with sand, working those fine motor skills, working in beanbags. There's lots of different ways to activate these senses. Art helps organize and understand the world, color, line, shape, form, texture, size, of course. And I hope you're lucky enough to have someone teaching art for the early childhood programs in public schools. So many of these have been taken out. It used to be the primary job of the teacher in charge, and then it moved to an art teacher, and then unfortunately a bunch of schools have taken the art teacher away. So I hope you guys have that in your schools or for your children. Also, eyes and hands must work together. Therefore, we've got eye-hand coordination. Begins at about 18 months with usually zigzagging or hard scribbling even. And by 3, using shapes in scribbling. So there you've got, I don't know, it might be a couple of bunnies. I'm not sure about this picture over here. But those are definitely long ears, aren't they? So scribbling, pre-schematic, is when they start adding their basic forms, and almost always it seems like the circles and the ovals start to converge to represent the body, lines for the arms. It seems like children are naturally drawn to drawing other people and drawing animals because these are the things they interact with the most. And squares come along eventually as well. 3- and 4-year-olds try to represent things, even though their colors may not be realistic. And I really like the responses that you guys gave on the case studies assignment, where the child colored the horse blue. And so I really like, was it a case study or was that discussion board? I think that was discussion board. And how it's not okay to tell them that, no, you can't color the horse blue. You know, that's not right. You want to encourage them to use the colors they're drawn to and be creative, and it's fine. You can have a rainbow horse if you want to. Another stage, schematic pictorial, about the age of 4 to 7. So representing forms, basic forms to make symbols, communicate through drawing. So in these pictures, what can you tell from this picture on the left? What's going on in there? Because I think you can pull a lot more out of that picture than what's basically going on. So what's happening there? You guys give me some ideas. This one right here. Oh, everybody's quiet. Can you see the picture okay, or is it too tiny? If you're on a tablet, that may be too small. There we go. I see lots of soft bubbles popping up. Sliding down the side. Yep. Yes, it is a cold but sunny day. Exactly. The other's riding in a vehicle. That's right. Differences between winter and summer. Kids in Ohio. What? Do you have sunny days in Ohio that are cold, Sarah? Is that how it is? I've never been to Ohio. I didn't even know. That's great. So yeah, it looks like he's dressed pretty warm. I bet I am. There's probably lots of great things. He's even got a little hat on with the tassel on the top. We've got gloves on both hands. I don't know what the big pink shoes are. 70s and 40s. Well, you know, we can get that in Oklahoma as well. We get big differences in temperature sometimes, but we don't get a lot of snow around here. But I keep hearing this year it's going to be different. We're supposed to maybe get a lot of snow. By shorts and easy, exactly. And Colorado is kind of the same way too. I'll see pictures of people skiing in shorts. To me, it just doesn't make any sense, but I hear it's okay. Okay, in the picture on the right, we've got exactly somebody riding in a car. Looks like a little girl looking out the window. That car is almost more house-like, isn't it, with the door and the little window. We've got clouds. We've got birds. And doesn't everybody start off drawing their birds that way? Maybe camping. Maybe it's a camping trailer. Yeah. We've got a great big sun. And you'll probably notice from drawing, maybe an RV. Yeah, you might be right. A lot of kids, you get two different things. You get the sun in the corner, or you get the sun that you just see part of it. This is the way I always drew my sun on the right. And we've got a tree with a big bushy top on it, a big long top. So you can tell by 4 and 7, you can really tell a lot about their drawings, a lot of details. They're really thinking about it, and they're really representing their role. So They get a lot more details and some words to that. Although, and I can't even read the second one. This obviously the trick or treating, and in every trick or treat picture you drew in grade school, you probably had to put that, right? We always have to draw the bath in that picture. You can tell it's at night because there's stars out, and the sky is colored a darker blue. And then over here, this little doggy looks like he's been hurt, doesn't it? It looks like the dog has some type of a wrap on his leg, and he looks sad. So they're not just representing a dog, we're also saying the kid draws better than me. Me too. I completely agree. I'm not very good at drawing people or animals at all. So this dog has probably been hurt. So we're actually seeing a little emotion in that picture as well, from the sadness in the eyes and he's looking at his hurt paw. So that may be something that happens to this kid's dog, and we can tell. So another thing you can do, of course, by looking at a child's art is think what's going on in their world. Maybe they're needing to talk about their dog being hurt. And that's something as a teacher that you will be able to pick up on and respond to. If a 12-year-old boy does not use realism in his drawing, is that normal? You know, I think it can be because we all develop at so many different stages. And, you know, at 12, if they practice, they might be great. But if they're really not practicing drawing that much or interested in it, I wouldn't necessarily call it abnormal. It might be something to keep an eye on, you know. So, what I see in the grade school, wait a second. What I see in the grade school and the junior high is that you have some kids that just want to draw all the time. Anytime they finish the worksheet and they have some free time, they want to draw. And then you have other kids that would rather play a game or they'd rather talk. So it depends on the child, but yeah, you might kind of keep an eye on it just in case. Who knows? I'm not sure what it might be a sign of or just maybe nothing. So sometimes you just have to give it a little bit of time. How to teach art. We want to provide materials suited for the developmental stage. And you'll see this in early childhood classrooms. Oh, that's okay, Maria. That happens. And tonight I had some problems getting signed on. So things like sometimes it works well and sometimes it doesn't. We want to provide them materials that are age appropriate, that they can use on their own. Show children how to use the materials and tools. So in your first, maybe month of class even, you might go over once a week, what are the rules, where can you do art at, how do you need to treat the crayons, how do we use the scissors properly, the importance of safety. We want to allow for expression, but we also want them to treat the supplies the way we want them to. So we want to show them how everything works. And realize that some of these art activities or art supplies, they may have never been around before. So you want to teach them about it. An example would be, you guys have probably seen the scissors with the different designs on the edge. Children are just amazed by those. So if you happen to have a set of those in the classroom, it's wonderful. And always expect them as provide box and cover the tables and force the flow forward appropriate. They really don't like it in a classroom when we have to have carpet in the art area. This really shouldn't be there. Really hope we can have style in that area. So each child should feel that his art is taken seriously, understood. You give them positive comments, positive feedback, even if it's funny. Remember that this is very serious work to them. So don't judge them. Don't, you can definitely question them about their work. Why did you do this way? What is it? Here's an example of responding to children's art. What is this represent? If you look at the picture on the right, I do not have a clue. Are these belly buttons? What are these? And why are these two sides? I'm really not sure. But you can ask the child about this drawing. What is this? You know, why are they dressed this way? How is it organized? Tell me about it. So it helps them learn to answer the question, and you can let them describe what's going on, because we may not be able to figure out. And one thing I hate to do with a child is to guess the picture wrong. You know, say, oh, that's obviously a horse, when they're like, no, that's not a horse, that's a dog. So you want to get a lot of feedback from them and encourage them to communicate about their art. I like this. I paint what I see, and the kid is drawing a picture of legs, because that's what they see all the time. Final thoughts on art. Free choice develops independence, and a big fan of the art area that a child can go to when they feel like it. If they don't necessarily feel like engaging in the small group activity, or maybe they don't feel like going outside, maybe they're having kind of a low day, let them have the opportunity to go to the art area and get some of those feelings out, and maybe relax a little bit and do something they'd like to do. So it's really important that it's a free choice. You want to have good display areas, and oh my goodness, if you'll type in display children's art in Pinterest, you will get so many amazing ideas from early childhood teachers that have created walls to put up their children's art. So I suggest doing that if you get a chance. Look at all the different ideas that you can put on your dream classroom board. And remember, it's the process, not the product, that is important. So we want them to go through, have the experience, and be able to learn and build on that experience. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? I know of children who, when they come across maybe an activity or a project they need to do for school, and maybe one of the parents does the whole thing for them, they really don't learn from that. But what they do learn from is doing it themselves. It makes them feel good. I saw a quote the other day that said something like, when you do it for me, it only makes me realize that you do it better than me. So you want them to build their self-esteem and build their skills. Here's just a few examples of art activities for children. I know many of you can see homemade Play-Doh. If you go out, and Oakland, if you've never made that, you need to, because it's just fun. Texture pictures with sandpaper and crayons. That's where you put the sandpaper under your drawing paper. Using a light table, maybe for tracing. Tissue paper art can be very inexpensive and beautiful. Crayon resist, where you're scratching some of that off. Blowing bubbles, paint blots. See, I think I've got a second page here. Finger paint, yes, it's going to get messy, but it's so much fun. And you can also finger paint using shaving cream. You can also finger paint using Bull Whip, adding a little dye to that and mixing it up. You have colored Bull Whip that's safe to eat. So it's okay to have edible art sometimes as well. Painting at the easel, collage, salad spinner art, great for tie-dyes, crayon rubbing, color bubbles, marble painting, and stamping, of course. So that's just a few activities, and you guys could choose any of these to add to your final project or your activities. All you would need to do is look up directions and the ingredients, and test it out and put it on your activity card. Okay? The end. I told you it will be a little bit shorter tonight, so our time here is 9:06. I want you guys now to have a little bit of time to go I get to see your baby tomorrow. Amazing. Lauren, congratulations. Everybody else, you're doing great. Keep up the hard work. And we'll be done this Sunday. So keep going. And, of course, I can't wait to start the next class on Monday. They're always so much fun. So if you guys, if you have any questions about the final assignment or our final week, I'd be glad to answer them for you. Down here, Stephanie, you've been quiet tonight. Go on and have a good evening, okay? You guys be sure to text me or call me if you have any questions. Oh, I'm sorry, Stephanie. No sickness. No. See, I could tell something was going on even through the computer. You're welcome, Lauren. I'm excited for you. Have a good night. Jasmine, Dakota, Maria. Good night, guys. Let me see. Katrina, you won't be the next course due to financial aid. Oh, no. Oh, God. Katrina, I don't want to lose you. You're a great student. You're so much fun to have in class. I would love to see what you put on the discussion boards, too. So I hope you can get things back together and get in here. Okay? Don't leave me. What's going on? Oh, Lauren, you're kidding me. Oh, congratulations. Baby number 2, huh? Oh, that's great. Do you know when you're due yet? In July. Oh, that's a great time.